UFOs are one of the most fascinating topics in the world of science and technology. What do they look like? Do they exist? The questions in our minds when we watch those alien movies and when we see for ourselves those flying saucers up in the skies. But did you know that encounters with these flying objects were recorded as early as the BCs? Close encounters, an event in which a person witnesses an unidentified flying object or UFO, were recorded numerous times. This video will bring you to the different places and times of some of the earliest caught-on-camera UFO close encounters. Watch this video and see for yourself what these UFOs look like. But before that, please hit like, share, and subscribe. According to some experts, certain characteristics are common among UFO sightings. It is wide, with no wings and no rotors, but it can fly with rapid velocity, is highly accelerated, and can hover in mid-air with a tremendous flash of light. They also tend to move faster than any known aircraft and sometimes appear to defy the laws of physics. Now let's talk about close encounters. There are cases where people claim to have witnessed UFO aerial phenomena. There are different levels of close encounters, ranging from seeing a UFO at a distance of less than 500 feet, C1, to being abducted by aliens, C4. While some of these stories may sound unconvincing, they can all be outrightly neglected. Our encounter of the first kind dates as far back as 1492. Christopher Columbus logged a sight of a strange light like a bad waxen candle that rose into the sky and went out near the Bahamas. Throughout the 16th and 19th centuries, there were isolated reports of these flying objects. Another encounter recorded is in the 1800s. The US experienced the first UFO wave. Witnesses from Northern California to Canada reported flying cigar-shaped objects. During an impressive sighting in November 1896, a strange light, behind which some witnesses claimed to see a dark body structure, passed over Sacramento, California. The light was later seen about 20 miles west in a Folsom in San Francisco area. Adding to the list is a very detailed encounter recorded with a civilian pilot and fire equipment salesman, Kenneth Arnold, on the morning of June 24, 1947, while installing his fire control equipment at Central Air Service in Chehalis, Washington. Information that a C-46 Marine transport plane had crashed somewhere in the Cascade Mountains. A reward of $5,000 will be given for the plane's discovery. Intrigued, he geared up and made a detour over Mount Rainier and briefly searched the area. While up in the town of Mineral, Washington, a tremendous bright flash illuminated the surface of his plane. Startled, he searched for the source of the light, and approximately 100 miles away from him, he was amazed by the 9 peculiar flying objects gearing up at a speed of 1,600 miles per hour, which is tremendously faster compared to conventional aircraft in the 1940s. News of this sighting was all over the media, and the word flying saucer was created to describe the mysterious flying object. With the events mentioned, most of the visual sightings are seemingly less than 500 feet away and show an appreciable angular extension and considerable detail of the flying objects, an encounter with the first kind. However, some witnesses claim to see the human-like figure coming out of the cigar-shaped silvery ship, which we call encounters with the third kind. Once sighted on November 20, 1952, Adam Ski, Lucy McGinnis, Alice Wells, the Baileys, A. Prescott, and the Williamson explored the areas near the desert center of California, where a gigantic cigar-shaped silvery ship without wings hovers near the area. Adam's Ski, busy taking photos at a time, was off-guarded by a spaceman who was about 5 feet 6 tall, weigh about 135 pounds, with a face framed by shoulder-length, brown hair, rounded, extremely high forehead, and large green eyes. The only clothing he wore is a one-piece chocolate brown jumpsuit. The alien cannot speak English and only communicates through hand signals and telepathy. third kind was believed to be from Venus and came to Earth to warn us that nuclear testing at that time would destroy our habitat and its surrounding planets. With the friendly records of encounters with the third kind, there are events wherein aliens were reportedly abducting human beings. The victims experience what is called the missing time. Missing time is a period wherein the victim cannot recall anything that happened to him unless he undergoes hypnosis. These encounter falls on the fourth kind. One of the circulating stories of alien abduction is the story about Betty and Barney Hill. In September 1961, the Hills returning home from Canada were chased by the White Star. Frightened, they stopped their car near North Woodstock. The couple underwent hypnosis with Dr. Benjamin Simon, telling him the bizarre story of being taken aboard by peculiar men boarding the landed flying saucer. Barney and Betty Hill told Dr. Simon that they have vaguely undergone medical tests while held captive. Many people who have experienced fourth kind encounters report similar details, such as feeling a sense of awe and fear, experiencing a loss of time, or being subjected to medical examinations by aliens. Some have even reported being implanted with devices or transmitting messages from extraterrestrial beings. So there you have it, a brief overview of UFO sightings and close encounters. While the truth about these mysterious objects remains elusive, there's no denying that they continue to fascinate and intrigue people all over the world. Thanks for watching. If you have any thoughts or experiences to share about UFOs, feel free to leave a comment below. See you next time.